Hbar holders, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. Thank you for all the love that you guys show on a regular day-to-day basis. But yeah, let's take a look at what's happening with the price of Hbar as we are going into Thursday morning. So again, looking across the board, November 5th, we did see a little bit of a bounce for the market. I wouldn't say a little bit, we still saw, a lot of coins going up double digits. But again, a lot of people are forgetting, what we have been witnessing pretty much since Monday. We've seen downwards trajectory for the broader market. So again, it is very normal to see a little bit of a bounce, from that major retracement that we did see. And again, if you did watch my market analysis update, you know what I personally think. If not, I will talk about that in this update. If you are noticing a little bit of, low energy, I am a little under the weather still. So again, bear with me on that. But again, if you're looking at the price of Hbar here, Hbar's price right now is currently sitting at 17 cents. We're up about 0.1% on the USD side of things, down about 1.4% on the Bitcoin side of things. Valuation 7.25 billion and the 24-hour trading volume at $244.4 million. Obviously decreasing quite a bit compared to the few days ago. But before we get into any further, as always, just a quick disclaimer: anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. Let's start off with this: 6 consecutive days of positive Hbar ETF lows. And I know a lot of people are probably understanding, or wondering, the price of Hbar is not moving up, yet you're seeing inflows. But inflows of ETF doesn't necessarily mean that the price is going to go up or vice versa. But again, that does show something more than just the price itself. That shows institutional interest, regardless of the price, being close to yearly highs, or where it is right now. Institutional demand is still there. And again, this ETF never existed. Now that it is available, you are seeing that interest coming in even at these prices. But let's take a closer look and see what's happening, with the price of Hbar. But before we do that, let's take a look at, the dominance. The Bitcoin dominance is currently sitting at 60.65%. You can see for yourself, we've seen a little bit of an uptick, but we did come down to 60.4%. It is picking up once again because, Bitcoin, you could see for yourself, we retested $104,600 price point. Since then, we are seeing a little bit of a retracement, and that is obviously causing the dominance to go up a little bit, which of course, over the last 1 hour, as you can see for yourself, is causing a lot of altcoins to be down right now. But again, as far as Hbar price is concerned, you're looking at the price of Hbar still in the 78.6 Fibonacci retracement level, still has been able to hold, the 15.5 cents as support. We haven't even retested it, which again, I discussed with you guys in the yesterday's update, is quite impressive in my opinion. But right now, I want you guys to keep in mind, if you did end up, not watching my market analysis update, and that pretty much what I discussed is, yes, we're seeing Bitcoin bouncing a little bit. Again, even if you watch my last night's updates, I was talking to you guys about how, Bitcoin could even push up to $107,000. I would still not be optimistic in my opinion. Usually you do tend to see, like, after having such a sharp pullback, you do tend to see the market kind of, seeing a bunch of fake outs. And I think, we could see that happening. We could even see the price picking up to these levels that I have just mentioned, which of course will cause the altcoin market to go up with that. But in my opinion, I still do think, the downside is still not over. The reason why I say that is because we introduced ourselves below the 100K, and that is something that we don't want to be overlooking quite easily. Of course, there are some, outliers. Obviously, if Donald Trump comes and, makes a bullish statement on crypto, you guys know what could happen with the crypto space then. But as of now, we got to look at it from a realistic standpoint. As much as I want the price to go up, but I think there is still a little bit more downside left before we do start heading towards the upside. But if you're looking at Hbar here, Hbar's price, you could see for yourself, obviously came down to 15.9 cents. Once again, like I said, we did not come close to the 15.5 cents price point, which is very impressive in my opinion. Last time we retested it was October 17th. And of course, we know what happened on October 17th. But what also you can understand is that this time around, Bitcoin price, dropped below the October 17th price point, yet the price of Hbar still did not manage to even retest October 17 low. And even though the dominance is much higher than where it was October 17th. So that's something, we want to kind of keep in mind. That's something a lot of people tend to forget, but these are factors, to always consider. Right now, I know everyone probably wants the price of H bar to, push back up to some of these key levels again. As far as, our resistance is concerned, 18.2 cents. We do have significant amount of resistance at that key range. I've talked to you guys about that key level quite some time. But at the same time, we just cannot ignore where the price of Bitcoin is right now. I think that's something, you want to be looking very closely to. But again, if you were able to get in around the 15.8 cents, you did see the price of H bar see a rebound of 11.3%. So quite an impressive move towards the upside, yet seeing a little bit of a pullback. Like I said, you can see for yourself, Bitcoin has seen a little bit of a minor pullback that's going to have an impact on H bar. But yeah, right now we still want to be looking closely to BTC. But again, the price is still consolidating within the 78.6 right now. We did see a 11% move towards the upside, pretty much back to, where it was yesterday. But we got to take it step by step. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. And also let me know in the comments, where do you see the price of H bar, closing the year of 2025 at on December 31st of this year. Thank you so much for your support. We'll see you later in Crypto ZX and peace.